As many Southern California school districts prepare to start the school year online, parents are faced with more months of distance learning.
All that time away from the classroom can take a toll on a child's mental health. And joining us now with tips to help your children cope is Dr. Tere Linzey. She is a licensed educational psychologist and founder of BrainMatterZ. Dr. Linzey, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
Socialization is not only important for adults, but it's really important for the development of a child's mental health and growth, no?
Yes, absolutely. It impacts them on every level.
So how do you schedule socializing with the kids' classmates when they're distance learning this fall? And I know a lot of parents are having a problem actually scheduling, play dates with other kids because their parents don't want their kids to be around other kids.
Well, I have a lot of my parents that are trying to do, besides the virtual play dates, they're doing some outside things. So some of them are setting up tennis and golf, which those sports are a little easier to social distance, or horseback riding or hiking, or something where they're outside so they can be safe and socially distanced, but they can also be active. So I think that's a great idea.
Doctor, what are some of the signs that parents can look for in their child in case they're being affected possibly by having to stay at home?
Well, I think if there are things that they usually enjoy doing and suddenly they don't enjoy doing those, I think it's important to watch for that. If they're isolating, if they're not eating, or maybe a combination of being distracted and maybe playing video games all day or things like that, I think it's just important to notice if there's anything out of the ordinary with their children.
So how do you support that mental health amid this pandemic?
Well, I think, first of all, structure is going to be really important in the home so that they have some consistency and some undistracted place to do their studying. I think it would be really important for them to have a virtual healthcare provider that they know they can call. You don't want to learn to swim when you're drowning. So you want to make sure you have someone on speed dial that you can call in case your children need to talk to someone. I think that's important. Keeping them active. Exercise is really important for mental health and their brain. And then, consistency with those virtual play dates, I think.
Role modeling is really important too, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. We're going to have to model exactly what we want to see from our kids.
You specialize in a practice called brain optimization. What is that about?
So what we do is we retrain the brain in the same way an athlete would train for excellence. And what we've been doing a ton of is helping kids bounce back right now. They've had a long time of distance learning, and then their concentration, their processing speed, all of those things need to stay sharp. And it's hard for them to stay sharp when they're not back in school. So what we've been doing is helping them bounce back, getting those things back for them.
What if we logged on to BrainMatterZ.com, what would we find there?
You would find tons of things. You would find mental health services. You would find brain training. You would find brain cards if they want to do things in the home with them. You would find everything there is to know about keeping their brains sharp.
Great. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have a lot of good tennis players and golfers there.
And it's with a Z, too.
Yes,
BrainMatterZ.
with a Z instead of an S.
It is. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doctor. Dr. Linzey's book, Measuring Up, is available now on Amazon. And for more information, head to BrainMatterZ with a Z.com.